Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. Thank you so much for subscribing to this channel and supporting me. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so and let your friends and family know about this channel as well. So today we're going to do a chair yoga class that's fully seated, that's full body. We're not going to use a yoga strap, so it's just a chair on a yoga mat so it doesn't slip. And let's begin class. Let's come seated forward in the chair. So our glutes are on the chair, hamstrings off the chair, allowing a nice 90-degree bend at the knees and feet flat on the floor. Let's think about our posture for a moment, sitting nice and tall and rolling our shoulders back and down just to release any tension we might be holding in the shoulders or neck. When you're ready, place your hands wherever they land comfortably on your legs. Closing your eyes and taking a moment to notice your breath. Notice as you inhale, the chest rises and then the belly rises. And as you exhale, the belly falls and then the chest falls. Let's notice our breath for the next 4 rounds of breath. Bringing your attention now to the crown of your head, let's do a scan of our bodies from the crown of our head to our toes, looking for any areas we need to be mindful of during practice today. And remembering, if a pose feels uncomfortable for any reason, you do not need to do that pose. Always keep yourself safe during practice. Completing our scan and bringing our attention once again to our breath for our 4 square breathing practice. Let's begin by inhaling through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, relax the shoulders. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, notice your posture. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Return now to your regular breath and just notice that you're breathing deeply. Let's open our eyes and begin to roll our shoulders to the back of the room. Lifting the elbows slightly, looking to release any tension we might still be holding. And changing directions and rolling the shoulders to the front of the room. One more roll forward. Beautiful. Now we're going to start by extending our arms forward and bringing the palms of our hands facing each other. We're going to begin traveling with the left hand, following it with our gaze as we exhale, bringing that hand as far behind us as we can. So exhaling, left hand travels, follow with your gaze, bring it all the way behind, and then inhale to bring it forward. Exhale, right hand travels, follow with your gaze. Inhale forward. Exhale left. Inhale forwards. Exhale right. Inhale forward. Keeping our gaze straight ahead this time. Exhale, both arms travel as you lift the chest. Inhale forward. Exhale, open. Inhale forward. One more time. Exhale and open. Inhale forward and hold here. This time backs of hands face each other. It's a press away as we exhale, press. Inhale forward. If that bothers your shoulders, exhale and press a little bit lower. Inhale forward. Exhale, press. Inhale forward. And let's do one more. Exhale, press. Inhale forward and allow your hands to come down to your knees. We're going to take our left hand to our right knee, bring our right hand behind us on the chair for another gentle twist. So we're going to exhale as we look over our shoulder and we're going to hold here for 8 rounds of breath. Breathing deeply, noticing those tense muscles begin to relax as we continue to breathe. One more breath here. And let's slowly unwind, coming back to our starting position. Beautiful. This time, right hand to left knee, left arm behind you on the chair. Sitting tall, exhale and twist. Hold for 8 rounds of breath. And again, notice those tight muscles begin to relax as we continue to breathe. One more breath here. And let's slowly unwind, coming seated forward once again. And we're going to start rolling out our wrists. And let's roll in the opposite direction. And now we're going to do something called star fingers. So we're going to engage all the muscles in our fingers. Spread your fingers really wide apart. Feel the muscles in the fingers and the palms of the hands engage here. I want you to relax those fingers. Pretend you're grabbing a really thick skipping rope and we're skipping forward. So our hands are rotating forward into the room. Just getting nice work in the wrists, forearms, and 2 more skips. And let's go back to those star fingers. Really spread those fingers apart. Almost looks like a bear claw. Really engage all the muscles in the fingers and the palms and the hands. One more breath here. Relax the hand, grab that thick jump rope again, this time jumping backwards, so rotating towards you. Getting good movement in the wrist, upper arm. 2 more jumps. And last time, let's go into those star fingers again. Once again, really engaging here. And relax the fingers. Let's shake it out a little bit. And now I want you to bring your hands back up once again. We're going to take our thumb and we're going to touch the tip of the pinky finger. And then we're going to move up and down the hand. Try not to look at your fingers as you do this. Moving up and down the hand with that thumb touching the tip of each finger as we travel up and down the hand. And this time we're going to have one little change. We're going to take that thumb to the base of the pinky finger, base of the next finger, and so on and so on. And we're going to work up and down the hand. Maybe you need to look and make sure that you're landing where you need to be landing. Maybe you don't need to look at your hands at all. So just working up and down, getting a little dexterity in the thumb and the fingers. One more time, up the fingers and traveling back down towards the thumb. And let's shake it out, jazz hands. Beautiful. Now let's shrug those shoulders up as we inhale and exhale and release them down. Shrug and inhale, exhale, release, shrug and inhale, and exhale, release. Beautiful. Now we're going to take our hands out to the side. We're going to start with a tiny circle rotation towards the inside of the room. And we're going to make that rotation a little bigger each time, widening that circle. And now let's look for our range of motion. Try to make a big circle on both sides, whatever your range of motion is. Perhaps it's not a really big circle today, and that's okay. Start where you are. Yoga is a practice, and over time, you'll find little changes happen. Let's start shrinking that circle down again. Smaller and smaller and smaller and super tight. Let's lower those shoulders down once more. Let's inhale and shrug. Exhale, release. We'll do this once more. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, release. Now let's bring our fingers back out to the sides. And we're going to start a rotation to the back of the room. Small circles. Make them a little bigger. A little bigger. A little bigger. And now let's look for that range of motion. Nice big circles. And let's start shrinking that circle once again. A little smaller. A little smaller, smaller, tiny circles. And let's lower the hands. Once again, shrug, inhale, exhale, release, shrug, inhale, exhale, release. Beautiful. Now let's take the feet on a slight diagonal. We're going to take one elbow down to the knee, palm shining up. We're going to take the opposite hand, bring it up and over, and I want you to look under your armpit at the wall. We're going to hold here for 4 breaths in a modified extended side angle pose. One more breath here. Now the hand in the sky is just going to swoop so we can bring that elbow down, and we'll change sides, looking through under the armpit to the wall. 4 breaths. One more breath here. The hand overhead swoops, elbow comes down to knee, change sides, up and over, gaze under the armpit, 4 breaths. One more breath. The hand overhead swoops, drop that elbow, change sides, last time, looking under the armpit, 4 breaths. One more breath. And swoop, and now we have both of our elbows resting on our knees. We can flatten our hands and draw in towards the body once again, bringing those feet in so we have that 90-degree bend once again at the knees. We're going to hold onto the chair with one hand, bring one hand directly overhead, really stretch and reach. Feel that rib cage lifting here, side body wakening up. Add a quarter side bend. Let's deepen it a little, and just a tiny bit more. And now the hand in the sky is going to come down to the opposite side of the chair and grab on. The other hand comes straight overhead, stretch and reach. Quarter side bend. Look up through the ceiling, a little bit deeper, a little deeper. And now we're going to change again, and we're going to flow from side to side. So bringing the hand up into a half side bend and flow to the other side. Half side bend and flow and change sides. Nice smooth movement here. Look up through the fingers as the hand comes overhead. Let's do 2 more. And just come back to sitting nice and tall in your chair. And we're just going to place our hands on our hips here. We're going to extend our legs out once again slightly. And I want you to think about drawing the shoulder towards the knee. We're not actually trying to touch the knee. It's just a movement with the body. So we're going to draw the shoulder towards the opposite knee, rise back up, changing sides, shoulder towards knee, and rise. Shoulder towards knee, rise. Shoulder towards knee, and rise. And this time we're going to add one little change. As you bring the shoulder towards the knee, you can take the hand and reach for the ankle. Rising up, shoulder towards knee, reach for the ankle, and rise, and reach, and rise. Reach. We're going to do 2 more of these on each side. Reach, and rise. Reach, rise, and reach, rise. Last time, reach, and rise. Keeping the legs exactly where they are, we're going to take our hands and we're going to move into a nice forward fold. So we're going to think about relaxing the back as we drift our hands slowly down our legs. Relax your low back, relax your mid back. Relax your upper back. Now remember, if you can't reach your ankles, you can always pause here on your elbows at your knees. So relaxing your mid back and your upper back, relaxing your shoulders. When your hands reach your ankles, just grab onto your ankles. Continue to relax the back. Think about relaxing the neck, relaxing the head. Allow the head to become heavy and the crown of the head to shine towards the earth. Feeling the stretch in the entire back of the body. Relaxing all the muscles, especially focusing on relaxing the muscles in the back, in the shoulders, where often we're very tight. Let's stay here for 10 rounds of breath. Remember to breathe deeply. We have 1 more round of breath here. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep our left hand on our left foot. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to bring it up towards the sky and look through to the ceiling and hold here for 4 breaths. Now again, if reaching your ankles isn't possible, you can do the same movement with one elbow resting on the knee. And let's slowly rotate down. Bring that hand down to the ankle or bring your elbow down to your knee. And let's change sides. Opposite hand comes overhead, gazing through for 4 rounds of breath. And rotating down. And this time changing once again, gazing through to the ceiling, 2 rounds of breath. Rotating down, changing once again, 2 rounds of breath. And this time as we rotate down, let's do 8 singles at your own pace. As soon as you're gazing through the fingers overhead, you can slowly rotate down and change sides. Last 2. And bringing your hands once again to your ankles or your elbows to your knees. I want you to relax once again. Relaxing all the muscles in the back and the shoulders, the neck. Holding only for 5 breaths. One more breath here. And slowly allow your hands to start gliding up your legs so we can come back into a nice, tall, seated position and bringing those feet back in once again. Beautiful. Now let's just roll the shoulders a couple times, release any tension you might be holding in the shoulders. And let's roll those shoulders forward. Beautiful. Now we're going to hold onto the chair with both hands. We're going to pick up one foot and we're going to make circles with our ankles. And I want you to take a look at your ankle and make sure it's an actual circle you're able to make. It's not a triangle or a rectangle or some other shape. And let's change directions and make those circles in the opposite direction. So if you're unable to make that circle, just remember this is something you can practice and work on when you're watching TV or when you're sitting at a desk. Anytime you could work on range of motion and mobility in the feet. Let's bring that foot down and let's change sides, rolling out the ankle in one direction. Again, taking a look at that foot, making sure it's a nice circular shape you can make. And let's rotate the other way. And let's set that foot down. Now we're going to pick up the other foot once again. We're going to flex the foot and then point the toe. Flex and point. Flex, point, 2 more. Last one. And let's set that foot down and start with the other side with a flex and a point. Flex, point, flex, point, and 2 more. Beautiful, and set that foot down. Now we're going to do a figure 4 stretch, and this is a nice way to get into a figure 4. So we're going to extend our right leg forward. We're going to take our left foot and we're going to drift it up part way up our shin. We're going to grab our heel and bring it on top of the knee and then bring that lower foot in 90 degrees. So you should be able to have your foot flexed to protect your bent knee. So you're holding onto your knee with one hand, your foot with the other hand. I want you to think about exhaling as we lower our body towards the legs. You're going to feel a nice stretch in the hip. Now, this is going to be uncomfortable for most of us because we have tight hips, but it shouldn't be painful. If it's painful, just rise up. Perhaps you've come a little too close to your legs. So lower down until you feel a little tiny bit of discomfort, but no pain. And let's hold here for 10 rounds of breath. Breathing deeply, closing your eyes if it's more comfortable. We're at the halfway point. If you'd like to lower a little closer, deepen that stretch for the last 5 breaths. One more breath here. Slowly rising up. Extend that bottom foot forward once again and allow that foot to slowly glide down that leg and then place that foot on the floor. Start bringing the opposite foot gliding up to just under the knee. Reach down and grab that foot to bring it just above the knee. We're going to hold on and we're going to bring that bottom foot in so it's at a 90-degree bend, keeping your foot flexed to protect your bent knee. Let's exhale and lower towards the legs. Again, feeling the stretch in the hip. Breathing deeply for 10 rounds of breath. We're at the halfway point. If you'd like to lower a little closer, intensify your stretch, you can, or just stay where you are. One more breath here. We're going to slowly rise up, holding onto your knee and your foot. Let's extend the foot on the floor once again. Allow that foot to slowly glide down until we can bring both feet back towards our seat, sitting nice and tall, just on our glutes, 90-degree bend at the knees. Let's take our hands to our waist. We're just going to do a nice circular motion with the hips, just noticing if we're holding any tension in the low back or hips as we circle in one direction. One more like this, and then pause at center. And let's circle in the opposite direction. One more circle like this. And then we're just going to stop here. We're going to lower our fingers down and we're going to start rolling out our wrists as we allow our arms to rise up to the side. And lowering the arms in front of the body, bringing them back out to the sides. Once again, arms rise. Lowering them in front of your body, bringing them out to the sides. And now change direction, roll in the opposite direction, and once again, arms come up at the sides. Lower in front of the body, back to the side. Rise up at the sides. And lower in front of the body, and come out to the sides. Beautiful, pausing here. Fingers are pointing towards the earth, palms are shining forward. A couple rounds of down breath here. Let's inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw the hands towards the shoulders and press away from the body. We're going to inhale, lift those arms in front of the body. And then exhale, draw the arms in towards you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the shoulders and press away. Inhale, lift in front of the body. And exhale, draw in towards you. Let's do this once more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the shoulders and press away. Inhale, lift in front of the body. Exhale, draw in towards you. And one last time, bringing those arms up overhead. As we inhale, palms come together, and as we exhale, lower them to heart center. Close your eyes. Take a moment here, notice your breath. Bring your attention to the crown of your head. Let's do one last scan of our body from the crown of our head to our toes. And just notice how you're feeling after this practice today. Completing that scan of the body and bringing your attention once again to your breath. I'd like to thank all of you for sharing your energy with this practice today, for taking this little bit of time for self-care. It's so important. The light within me humbly bows to the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you once again for participating in class today, and until next time, have a wonderful day.